Hey traders, John Howell here. Let's get ready for another week in the markets. I know it's a public holiday coming up today or tomorrow, depending on whenever you're seeing this video, but I want to go through all the markets today and give you guys some important levels and some things and patterns that I'm watching for right now, and some really key sort of breakout patterns and flag patterns and stuff like that that are really important to us when we're trading right now, because they could be giving us indication whether this is a whole false breakout and we're going to continue to drop, or whether this is actually a true start to move to the upside. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so see that trading course on the screen there? I'm actually just giving this away for entire free. I've also added a few extra little bonus trainings in there as well too, to help you out as well too. So this trading course, guys, I used to sell, but I'm just giving it away for free. I promise you go through this course. The very first video in that course, which is a bonus video, it's actually walked you through the biggest mistakes you're making right now and how to overcome it. It's 30 minutes long, and over my last 19 years, I share with you all the biggest mistakes that you're probably making right now that's stopping you from doing well out of trading, and then also how to overcome them as well. So I'm going to go through we'll go through the indices first, and then we'll go through the gold and silver and all that sort of stuff as well too. Quick little update, guys. On my personal trading this year, for my personal trading this year, guys, I've had 5 trades in total this year for myself. And this is where, I want you guys to understand that you don't need to be trading really well, or you don't need to be trading a lot to make a lot of money. Especially when it comes to percent return on your account. Like, my percent return on my account is doing phenomenally well, this year. And I've only had 5 trades. I've had 1 loss. And when the loss was actually a real small loss. So I had I had 5 trades. I had a small loss and a small profit. They equaled out each other. Small loss, small profit equaled out each other. And then I had 3 other trades, and then they have been basically home run trades. So they're really hundreds of % in profit that I've made from those trades. So this year I haven't traded a lot, but because of the quality of trades I've taken, because it's been hundreds of % return on my investment. Now, this is not my entire account, but because I've put on a good size of my account's been growing phenomenally well, and it's only a month and a half, or almost a month and a half into this year. So that's a bit of a background on my trading, guys. Again, in that free trading course, I walk you through my actual trading system and how I trade. And if you're struggling right now, then that's going to be a trading system, an approach that not only does the training help you with my trading system, but it also understands that some biggest myths around your mindset, and which is stopping you from trading well. So that's a bit of a background on my trading. Let's actually we'll get into the markets right now, and we'll go through the actual the markets itself. So a few things that I'm watching for on the S&P 500 when it comes to this is that up and close and personal, we're developing this bit of a bull flag formation. We do have this trend line coming up through here right now that's supporting this level through here, right? Somewhere through there. So it's supporting all through here, right? All through there. And then we're actually getting this sort of pullback through here. So this is a bull flag. Now, one of the big things about bull flags in the market is that just because it's bullish, this is one thing I've had to learn. Like, oh my goodness, the bull flag, it's going to break out. So I'll go long, and then what will happen is this. It'll start to do that on me. I'm like, huh? Hang on a minute. This is a bull flag. Why is this not going up? This should be going up because it's a bullish flag, right? Because that's, if you read textbooks, or someone that's only been new to trading, and they're creating education around what they read through textbooks and not through experience. My experience is that you can't actually define it as a bullish move until we generally get the breakout. So, because what can happen a lot of the times is you get exactly like that, is that the breakout doesn't happen to the upside. The breakout actually happens to the downside, and then instead of having a nice move up, we actually generally retrace 100% of where the pole really started, if it's that there. So if we get a breakout to the downside, we're probably likely to continue down from here to this level here on the breakout to the downside. Now, moving through that's the bearish side there, guys. And again, we do have a lot of support level through here. For the bullish side, for me to make this very sort of free and clear out of the actual stock market, one thing I'm actually watching for right now in the stock market is that it's got this 4,200 level and the 4,300 level. And if I squeeze up my charts a bit more, how I got those levels is, as you can see, right? So see how it's had a lot of support resistance through there, It had a lot of support and resistance all through there. Had a bit of work through there as well too. You can see it even rejected it at that level recently. But then the next level up, you can see how, look at this here. See all the levels of support through there? It actually had a lot of support through there as well too. A lot of work through there. It had a little bit of work through there. What I mean by work is that you can see it actually rejected it and then rejected it. See those levels? Actually, they're rejecting it. So that tells me that that level is an important key level to the market. So if the market did break above 4,300, well then the next level of key levels of support would be somewhere around probably through there. So that's probably where, yeah, probably through the 4,600 level, maybe even down to 4,000, maybe even up a bit more. So round about probably through there, I would say, because that you got these levels of support through here. You got a level of support through there as well too. Again, this is the 4,500, 4,600 level. And we've got this area through here. So if indeed we do start to pick back up and we go back to the upside, we're probably likely to see a move back up from there to that next resistance level there. So if I open up my chart, and if we do start to get something like this, just say, which for me would be perfect, right? If we actually started to do something like this, and then for some reason we start to get like a really big, strong breakout bar like that, that could be really, 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 really bullish, right? Because now we're trading with the trend, higher lows, and a nice little breakout. Then that would tell me that now we're probably on our way back up to a 4,600 sort of minimum basis there. Yeah, probably around that level there. Maybe even 4,500 level, maybe even through there. Yeah, it could quite possibly through there as well, to that 4,500 level before it finds any resistance and support through there on the S&P. So that's actually sort of a bit of a guidance there, guys, on the S&P 500 and what I'm actually looking for from there, from that perspective through there. So that's what I see on the actual stock market there. Let's actually go through, have a look at the mining stocks, silver and gold and so on and so forth. So if we start off with gold, the big thing I'm noticing with gold right now is that gold has had a nice good pullback. And what a pullback is, guys, is if you see, like, we have moves and we have pullbacks. What is a pullback? A pullback is a movement against a strong trend. So if we have a strong move down and we get like that, see how it's pulling back against an overall strong trend. And then we generally get that, and then a pullback, right? Same for the upside. We get up, and then we get a pullback, and then we get back up again, right? So we go through these motions, these lows and highs and so on and so forth. We go through that. And one thing we see is that we can see that, that on a pullback, a lot of people think, oh, now the sellers are in control, right? And then now they think, oh, we're about to see some movement on the downside. So the biggest mistake that most people make when it comes to that is that they think, oh, the market's going down, we're going to continue to go down. Now, obviously that can happen. But if we have a look at the moves from here, if I'm looking at this from a purely trend analysis perspective, we can see that we've had an overall move strong up, and then now we're getting this pullback through here. So that tells me that, see this level, this whole area through here on gold around 1800 level is indeed a strong area of support. And so then we're probably likely to start to see a move back up through here because we had a strong move up. This is probably likely to be a pullback. I'm not saying that the low is in on this pullback. We may get a little bit more upward movement through here, but then we're probably likely to see that movement coming back up through there as well too. Moving over now through to silver. And silver's doing sort of the same thing, right? We came back up, we went sideways. I was calling for this drop in silver and gold, as you guys know. And then that's actually happened now. So now we're getting down to this. The silver level for me is that sort of $20 level up to 21. That whole area through there is like a range of support where the market could find a really strong support level. And if I use my Fibonacci levels from the low to the high, you can see that we're almost getting towards that 50% level there. And so therefore I would expect, if the market does continue, or if gold and silver do continue down more, I would expect to see silver to find a really good support level around this $20 to $21 level from there. So that's what I do see, and then I would expect to see silver and gold to start to pick up from there. This is possibly the start of a really big upward move in the gold and silver. So we could possibly start to see again. I do believe that we're getting very, very close to start an extraordinary quality move, because especially with gold and silver and even the mining stocks, like if I go look at the mining stocks like the GDX right now, we're doing this sort of the same sort of thing that I'm noticing on this level through here, is that we've had a move up All right, and then now we're getting a move down. So I do expect to see some form of support around the GDX here. And then possibly a move back to the upside. From a technical level basis, guys, if I go back to my weekly level charts, you can see here we've come down and we've come back up. So it's going to be really interesting. If we do see this and we start to get this over the next few weeks, the market is telling us that they're low and then we have a higher low in place. Therefore, we're likely to see extraordinary quality moves to the upside out of this GDX level. So there's a bit of a roundabout of what I'm actually focusing on, guys, this week when it comes to that. Now, guys, for me personally, when I'm trading the markets, I've just done an update for you of some things that I'm watching for, but I'm always trading based off my rules and my system, right? And that's a really big thing for you guys as well too. And I want to challenge you, encourage you that if you're going to get into a trade today or this week, are you getting based off a rules and a system that you believe in, or are you getting in because John said if this breaks up it's going to go up? Because that's wrong level thinking, right? Long-term professional trading is all about having something that you can rely on long-term in the markets there. So make sure you, if you do want to become long-term successful, I mean for the next 10, 20 years successful in the markets, that foundation is all about what sort of trading system do you have, or are you developing the confidence around that you know that if you just stuck to this for the rest of your life, you'll feed your family and you'll have such a really good time. What is that? If you don't have that, that's what you need to work on. But when you start to get that, then I'm telling you right now, traders, everything can change for you.